Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? Hey, can y'all wake up for me a little bit? Can y'all wake up some? Wake up, like she said, this is about spreading awareness but also celebrating life. See, me, myself, personally, my sister passed away from lupus, so this is a very special event for myself. So it's not just about spreading awareness, but it's also about celebrating life. So with that being said, I was trying to think of what I wanted to talk about today, so I was like, okay, I have a story that I would like to read to you guys that I feel will impact everybody, because it's not just individuals with lupus that faces difficulties in life, but we all face difficulties in life, do we not? Yeah. Everybody does. So with that being said, I want you guys to just see how you relate to this story. This parable is told of a farmer who owned an old mule. The mule fell into the farmer's well. The farmer heard the mule praying, or whatever mules do when they fall in the well. After carefully assessing the situation, the farmer sympathized with the mule, but decided that neither the mule nor the well was worth the trouble of saving. Instead, he called his neighbors together, told them what had happened, and enlisted them to help haul dirt to bury the old mule in the well and put him out of his misery. Initially, the old mule was hysterical, but as the farmer and his neighbors continued shoveling and the dirt hit his back, a thought struck him. It suddenly dawned on him that every time a shovel load of dirt landed on his back, he would shake it off and step up. This he did, blow after blow. Shake it off and step up. Shake it off and step up. Shake it off and step up. He repeated to encourage himself. No matter how painful the blows or how distressing the situation seemed, the old mule fought panic and just kept right on, shaking it off and stepping up. It wasn't long before the old mule, battered and exhausted, stepped triumphantly over the wall of the well, and what seemed like it would bury him actually helped him. All because of the manner in which he handled his adversity. And that's life. If we face our problems and respond to them positively and refuse to give in to panic, bitterness, and self-pity. So with that being said, you guys, that leads me into what I want to talk to you guys briefly about today, which is facing challenges with an optimistic attitude. So there's a lot of things that we could talk about, but given my time restraints, there is one very profound thing that I believe that you can do in order to face life with an optimistic attitude. And that would be just one key thing, and that is to check your perspective. What is your perspective on life? How do you view things? Like I told you guys before, life is like the mule. What did the mule do? He was buried in his problems. He didn't know how he was going to get out of his problems. But as more problems were thrown on him, as it is for all of us in life, all the time, it seems like he drowned in problems every single day. An issue here, a problem there. What did the mule decide to do? He decided to use his problems as his stepping stone. He decided to shake off his problems and step up. See, initially he seen himself as a victim, and that's what a lot of us do in life. See, to be a victim is nothing more than a perspective. That's it. Are you empowered by life, or are you immobilized by life? That's the question. That has everything to do with your perspective. So when it comes to living life and facing life's challenges and taking life on, one of the things you must do is check your perspective. Are you empowered or are you immobilized? How do you look at life? Everybody out here, I know everybody out here is facing their own individual problem or solution. My thing is, I believe that problems are a part of life. And honestly, life is a equal opportunity employer. It doesn't care whether you're optimistic or pessimistic. Life happens to everybody, and it happens to each and every one of us every single day. But one of the things that you can use To fight through life is your perspective, because your perspective means absolutely everything. See, your perspective even determines your actions, what actions you take, your perspective. So what I say to you guys today, and what I encourage you to do today, is as the mule did, as you face obstacles and challenges in life, you use your challenges as dirt. Look at them as dirt. Shake it off and step up. The mule used his obstacles, his problems that we all will inevitably face in life. He used those issues as his stepping stone, and he eventually stepped right out of his problem. It was his perspective that gave him the ability to do that. So with that being said, you guys, no matter what you're facing in life, I want you to shake it off and step up. I would love for you guys to say that with me. Shake it off and step up. More. Shake it off and step up. Shake it off and step up. I'm CeoShaw, you guys. Thank you for your time.